Hey guys, it's me again. So they have just violated a constitutional right for voting. Okay. Um, the foundation's been laid for a dictatorship to turn the country into an autocracy. In my opinion, if the Supreme Court isn't going to work for the United States people, and Congress isn't going to fight and work for the United States people, then in my opinion, okay, like I said, it's my opinion, then I think that we shouldn't be paying taxes, state tax or federal, because that is what that money goes towards. All right? They want to take away our constitutional rights, freedoms, all kinds of shit. They're even trying to stop freedom of speech through the FCC and everything. It's just like Comey, them trying to prosecute him because he put 8647 in seashells, and it looks like it's either on some type of little board or something or in the sand. 86 is a terminology for getting rid of a specific food item because that food item is out of stock at a restaurant. I've worked in restaurants since I've been 16 years old, all the way up until probably 10 years ago, off and on. Okay, doing everything, all kinds of stuff. From janitor, up to washing dishes, up to waiting tables, up to being a host and seating people, to bussing tables, everything. Okay? 86 means to cut the potato salad. It doesn't mean to take it out in the field and shoot it. The fuck? Come the fuck, man, no. What the hell? 86 just means to get rid of them. Get rid of it, remove it. Don't offer it because we are out. And when he put 8647, he was saying remove Donald Trump from the fucking White House presidency. It didn't have nothing to do with killing him. What in the hell is wrong with you people? And I'm being dead ass serious. Like, seriously, think about it. I'm not even asking for an answer or a comment. Use some common sense and think about shit. Use your head. There's 10 steps to being a dictator and turning a country into an autocracy. Like I said, that foundation's been laid. The first one is extend executive power. The mainstay of today's authoritarianism is strengthening your power while simultaneously weakening government institutions. He's done that. He's done that. He has terminated thousands of government employees. He has dismantled 15 or 20 institutions that takes care of the country. That's government funded and paid by the government. Such as parliaments, judiciaries, that provide checks and balances, repress dissent and citizen efforts to hold government accountable. He's doing that because he's trying to prosecute anybody that comes up against him, even if it's just something that they disagree with. everyone has their own mind. Everyone has their own thought process. And even if you disagree with what they say, hear them out. Because what they say may end up being logical. The way they worded it may have not sounded right to you, and you may have disagreed with it, but hear their explanation out. It may actually make sense. And even if someone says something that sounds like a bunch of bullshit to you, always keep it in the back of your mind, because you never know when it's going to come into play to help you. I learned that a long time ago in my 20s. Okay. The third one is capture elite support, and when needed, demonize them too. Okay? He's doing that. He's absolutely doing that. Look at Marjorie Taylor Greene. She was a big Trump supporter. And because she stood up and supported the survivors of the Epstein files, all of a sudden she's the enemy. Because she's standing up for what's right. She's standing up for what's legal. Do I trust her after all the support she's given to Trump? Absolutely not. I would in no way, shape, form, or fashion allow that woman in my house. Under no circumstance. The next one would be appeal to populism and nationalism. What would be an autocratic leader today? Exploit existing tensions within complex societies in order to solidify their support. MAGA. Okay? This is going to fall back on MAGA because that is his support base. He took everything they said and used it as a campaign slogan headline. Okay? That's all he did. He said anything that they wanted to hear just so he could get voted in and carry the title as president, as a country's leader. Okay? He had no intentions on doing anything that they wanted. This is not America first. In no way, shape, form, or fashion has he done anything to improve anybody's life. Taxes are up, food is up, gas is up, electric's up, education is down, defunding schools is what's happening. Okay, no one can afford their medical insurance, prescriptions, gas in their cars, propane if they have a gas stove. No one can afford anything. And now he's taken away the voting rights, on top of censoring free speech in anything and everything that you hear through the FCC, which is the TV broadcasting channels, just everyday shows, the news media, everything. Okay, he's censoring everything. Crippling the opposition. Damaging the opposition parties, which is the Democrats and Independents, while not completely destroying them, is now essential. Infiltrating parties, co-opting members, and using pure scare tactics are some possible actions in the autocrats' playbook. The severe purpose of retaining a target for pseudo-political competition, while also systeming the potential for new, more democratic forces to gain traction. The next one is covert election manipulation. Hello? Look here, folks. Y'all better wake the fuck up, yo. Like real shit. Just because you're his supporter doesn't mean he's going to call you and say, hey, did you vote for me? Well, yeah, I voted for you. How many times did you vote for me? Oh, just once. Okay, well, I'm going to limit your voting rights. I'm going to limit what you're allowed to say, and I'm going to limit how much money you get, and I'm going to maximize your taxes. That's not going to happen. He's not going to take time out to give you special privileges. He's not. No autocratic would. I promise you on everything I love. They are not going to give you special privileges. They are not going to extend anything to benefit you. Play the emergency card. Everything that he tries to get Congress or the Supreme Court to do is automatically a national emergency. Okay? And if you don't believe any of that, I honestly strongly suggest that you go research how many things has Donald Trump said was a national emergency since 2024 to 2026. Go look it up. Extend your model and influence. Today's autocratic rulers are not keeping to themselves. Okay? Using the international stage and their growing economic powers, countries like China spreading their influence through funding initiatives such as the Belt and Road to build infrastructure across Asia and Europe. They're hiring professional consultants to advise and lobby foreign capitals for policies that reinforce their power. What they fucking want. Not what you want. Not to benefit you. Not to benefit your children. Not to benefit your home. And not to make your life better. They're doing whatever they want to in your face to make their life better. And what the hell they want. Direction unknown. Some experts claim the world is at a tipping point where the decreasing faith in democracy will drive the dominance of autocracy global. The social movements of today inspire some hope that civil society, a key ingredient for democracy, through under pressure, is fighting the trend. Nonetheless, strengthening democracy across the globe will prove impossible if even the most established democracies today fall prey to the tactics of would-be autocrats. Okay? What's happening is not okay. And my source on what I just read for you is called The Conversation newsletters. Okay? It was published November 19th of 2019. Shelley Inglis, University of Dayton. Alright? Look. People of all political backgrounds, or even if you're just not a political person at all, everyone needs to make a stand and stand up for our democracy. Democracy is our freedoms. It is our right to choose. It is our right to vote. It is our right to free speech. It is our right to make Congress have to give a declaration of war if anybody wants to go and invade another country. Everyone has to have approval and permission for just about anything that involves invading another country, our freedoms, our rights, our everything. And the people that it disenfranchised when they violated the Second Amendment to the voting rights was the African American people. Hispanics, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Asian, all of them. Anybody that isn't considered white. And you know what? I'm even going to go a step further and say females too, period, across the board. Alright? Because women weren't given the right to vote until the civil rights and the humanitarian rights bled in together. Alright? Even women of all nationalities, races, genders, I say gender, I'm saying female, okay? No women were allowed to vote. They weren't allowed to work. They weren't allowed to have their own money, buy their own home, nothing. They're sending everybody but the white fucking men back in time to the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Damn it, y'all should be absolutely outraged and demand better. I'd like to extend further on this, but I don't have any more time left. I have to go take care of something. Please share, like, and, subscribe to my channel. Share this video. Get it out there, because this ain't cool, dude. This ain't cool. And if anybody likes what Trump's doing, and y'all like to have a dictatorship, and you like to be controlled and dominated and ruled and owned, please pack your bags. Okay, please. Respectfully, please just pack your bags. Book your flight. Go to Israel. Go to Russia. Go to China. Any state in the Asian country. Alright, go somewhere where there is an autocrat running the country. Go somewhere where they control what you do, what you say, what you wear, how you dress, everything. If you can vote, if you can't vote, because in other countries they can completely suspend voting just because they're in a war. Okay? If that's what you like, to be owned, controlled, dominated, and ruled, and told what to do and when to do it and how to do it and what to eat and what not to eat, when to go to bed, when to get up, and be worried if somebody's going to kick in your fucking door in the middle of the night just because you don't have the right to a locked door and safety and privacy and security? Please, I ask you, with everything I love, respectfully, please just pack your bags, book a flight, okay, and just leave. Because people are standing up. People are going to fight for their rights. And this is not okay. And if they don't start fighting for us, and when I say us, I'm talking about everybody. Supreme Court and Congress and all branches, if they don't start standing up and fighting for the people and our rights, we shouldn't even have to pay taxes, because part of our tax dollars goes to pay them. Fuck them and their paychecks. You want to put somebody in control that's going to dominate, rule, and control us and run us and control our money, control our jobs, if you can work, where you can live, everything? Why should we pay you? Why should we even pay taxes? Pack your shit and get the fuck out. Please, respectfully, just leave.